Okay, so we're unboxing the Comma 3X. Just got it in, totally sealed. Well, let's see what it looks like. Comma. Comma 3X. Comma setup. Setup guide. Okay. Return label. Ooh, there it is. This is the 3X. This 1, 2, 3 cameras. Looks nice. For a point of reference, I have my original 2017 3D printed white Panda, which you can tell does not have exactly the same manufacturing quality as what they do now. Yeah, the fit and the finish is pretty nice. Okay, cool, let's set it down. Let's see what else is in here. Foam, Comma AI flash setup, and my car harness, which will be the Toyota A harness for me. So that's the unboxing experience of the Comma 3X. How this works is we have a harness that connects to the factory camera in the car, and it intercepts the signals here and then sends them back. But this plugs in to the Comma and gets power from the OBD port in the car, which plugs in here. This is the driver monitoring camera that watches you and makes sure you're paying attention on the road. Here we have a far looking camera and a wide angle camera and the USB-C port to power it, and hopefully also in the future plug into an external GPU for even bigger models. Check this, take this thing apart. See what's on the inside. So here is the inside of the Comma. I got a little bit of dust on the fan. GPS. Okay. Clean looking GPSs. I guess these are the speakers. Pretty cool. And here's the inside. Okay, now I am going to be installing the 3X. I've sped this up to 8X so you don't have to sit through the entire process. It took me about 16 minutes to do. You can see all I did was take this cover off at the top, and I didn't even use any tools to do it. I could do the entire thing with my hands. And then I tucked the cable in around the top that you'll see in a second. I found the OBD2 port at the bottom. It's kind of on the driver's side, close to the door. I ended up routing the cable over my A-pillar cover. I did end up moving this afterwards so that I didn't see the cable. Also, something I was trying to take into consideration was that if the airbags went off, I'd prefer that the cable not get thrown into my face. So I put it between the A-pillar and the little gasket between there and my door. I'm pretty sure that will inflate over that if the airbag does ever inflate, but if you know anything different, let me know in the comments. One nice thing about the OBD cable was that it's super long. I had lots of routing options just because of the length. There's a plastic panel beside where the OBD2 port with a lot of space, and I ended up coiling up a lot of the extra cabling there. But as you can see, most of it was just routing the cable. Honestly, plugging in the cable to the camera took like 1 second. Also, while I was waiting on the mount to dry, I noticed that my factory lane keep and braking assist worked, even with that cable not plugged into anything, which I found interesting. Now the USB-C port on the cable does come with like a little sticky pad for you to mount it on the glass underneath the trim piece. I ended up not using that because everything was coiled up in there and I thought I might want to move it again later. So I just coiled up everything and put the plastic trim piece back on around the mirror. Your mileage may vary on that one, but pretty easy. I did notice when I cleaned the windshield, they gave me a little alcohol pad, and a lot of white stuff came off of the windshield. I think that might be some residue on the glass, so I went ahead and cleaned off camera, cleaned the rest of my glass, and noticed that a lot more residue came off of my glass, which was kind of interesting. I think that may actually be off-gassing from the dash, from what I've heard from other people online. That condenses on the windshield. It's actually kind of difficult to get off, but was totally worth it. Now, one thing, you can see me kind of aiming the camera here. I decided to just put the camera up by eyeballing it. You can see my wife's helping me mount it here. We could have used tape measures and lines and got it just exactly perfect. But we decided not to do that because in the Comma AI install videos, they don't have you do that. And I wanted this to be what was representative of what was in the guide. As you can see, I did use a remote control to mount it and make sure everything was level, but we pretty much just eyeballed it and it looks pretty good. When you do install this, you have to wait 2 days for the mount to cure once you put it on your windshield before you can use the Comma, and that can be a long 2 days to wait.
One eternity later.
Alright, now I'm installing the Comma and setting it up for the first time. Plug it in. I decided to go ahead and record my very first drive with this. Now this was running 0.9.8 when I first got it, and while I was making this video, 0.9.9 came out, but I found they perform pretty similarly. I think there was some back-end things changing with moving the train to some of the new ML simulator stuff. But this is me playing with the options here. Starting up. My wife's going to ride in the back seat and just hold the camera. This was really my first drive, and I had never done this before. I probably would have framed it slightly different, so you don't see so much of my shoulder. But that's okay. You only get one first drive. So I'm just going to talk for the first little bit of this, and then I'll play some music for the rest of my first drive so you can see how it performed, maybe with a little bit of commentary. Now, it does go through a calibration process when you first start driving. I have a fairly long driveway, and it was calibrated almost before I got out of the driveway. I thought the calibration process was going to take a long time. It only took like a minute. I was really shocked how quick that went. A couple little small things I did notice. My car gives me like a little eco score on driving, being a Prius Prime. For some reason, that doesn't work when I use the comma. A little oddity there. And the radar button on the steering wheel actually changes the driving mode. There's the driving mode they call aggressive, standard, and relaxed, are the 1, 2, and 3 bars on my radar cruise control. Other than that, it works almost like you would expect it to work. I'm going to be exclusively driving in chill mode. I think towards the end of this drive, I'll play with the experimental mode just for a second. But all of this is me. It's already calibrated here. This is all chill mode. And I'm turning it on for the first time here. And here we go. my friend Brooks. I just told him about the Comma 3X. He had never heard about it. It's his very first time seeing it. He's not seen any videos, knows nothing about it. I just told him what it is. This is the friend test. He's gonna try it and give me his feedback.
Feedback.
Unedited.
Raw.
Raw.
Like Eddie Murphy. Oh man, okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah,
Hold
check
on.
out. You familiarize yourself with the car. He's never even been in the car.
Yeah. Man, you just called me up randomly on a Sunday
Uh-huh.
afternoon and just pulled up, man.
That's what I did.
You don't know if I got my drawers on or nothing.
I could come out of the house undressed.
So
you press the button to start. Yeah.
Okay.
Prius Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shifting's a little different in the car because it's got this little thing right here.
Right.
You push it over and up to go in reverse.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so, but do I keep my foot on the brake or do I?
So so you drive a Camry, right? So a lot of this stuff's normal Toyota stuff.
Yeah.
The cruise control activates it. And it's only going to go as fast as the cruise control lets it.
Okay.
So just get out somewhere and turn on the cruise control.
All right, so put it in reverse.
Yeah.
All right, and we are going.
Yeah.
Reverse gear. See it
Yeah,
right there.
right.
All right, the mirrors are good. You're a little taller
Yeah,
than me.
if you need to adjust anything, check
I
it,
just
adjust
saw
it
that.
up.
I just saw that. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're good. He would start pulling up as soon as I'm pulling out. All right.
Yeah, so over and down. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the shifter's pretty funky.
All right.
So there's two modes. We're just gonna do this chill mode and experimental mode. We're just gonna roll in chill mode for right now.
Chill mode. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that a real thing, like chill mode, or is that just what you're calling it?
No, it's called chill mode.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is there a game going on tonight or something? Is there a reason why people are pulling up the houses?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, set the cruise control.
All right, so how do I do that?
Just like your Camry. Just press the button and set. Okay, now let go of the steering wheel.
No way. No. No. No way. Wait a second. Is it going to catch this curve here? Wait. Okay. So it's keeping geo track of everything.
Yeah. See, there's no lane lines. It's not following a lane because there's no lanes here. It's a residential neighborhood, no lane lines.
No.
You're gonna have to stop for the stop sign. So we're going, this is Chris driving. All right, so it works when you engage the cruise control.
Alright,
Cruise control works just like in your Corolla. It's got the same little levery thing.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh man, dude.
So you can engage it right now, even though there's no lane lines.
Really?
Yeah. So it's this little thingy over here.
I see.
Yeah.
So you
Press it in
press it
and then down.
Sit down.
Yep.
So it's
Right.
at 10.
So max is 20. So this is set at 20 or 19.
Okay. It made an adjustment. Oh my goodness. For it to read that, like there's no line,
Yeah.
like, you know, they build them now with the tech where it has to read a line in it.
Yeah, you got that in your Corolla. Now the
Yeah.
lane keeps. So this has the same thing and the same lane keep. And this is just like an upgrade,
And
basically.
this is like a path. Look at it. It even drew a path
Yeah.
around.
So that path is where it's gonna go.